Today, we are diving into a choice that every single leader has to make. It's often invisible, but it completely defines their impact, their team's success, and really the culture of the entire organization. And it all boils down to one simple but absolutely critical question.
So think about it for a second. As a leader, you're in this unique spot. You've got the team that reports to you, right? The people you're responsible for every single day. But you also belong to another team, your group of peers, all led by your boss. How you prioritize these two, which one you subconsciously treat as your first team, is probably one of the most important decisions you'll ever make as a leader.
Okay, so let's get our terms straight. When we talk about your first team in this explainer, we're not talking about the team you lead. We're talking about the team you belong to, your peers. Now, this might sound a little backward, but it's so important because, let's be real, no team works in a vacuum. Success is all about aligning with other parts of the business, and that peer group, well, that's where the magic of alignment is supposed to happen.
So this is the fundamental choice, laid out right here. Do you see your main job as protecting and advocating for your direct reports, seeing your peers as rivals for budget and resources, or do you see your peer group as your primary team, knowing that working well with them is actually the best thing you can do for the people you lead? The path you take here pretty much defines the kind of leader you are.
So, what happens when leaders get this choice wrong? This is where we run into what we call red and green bus leaders. These are two really common but pretty dysfunctional ways of leading that pop up when a leader puts the team they lead ahead of the team they belong to. This table lays out the three mindsets perfectly. You've got the aggressive, combative red bus leader. Then there's the passive, conflict-avoidant green bus leader. And finally, the constructive, high-impact blue bus leader. Let's dig into how each one thinks about their first team and the massive ripple effect it causes, starting with the red bus.
For the red bus leader, it's a no-brainer. Their first team is the one they lead, full stop. They see their main role as fighting for their team against everyone else. And this whole worldview is built on one core belief: assume negative intent. They're convinced their peers are out to get them, to steal their budget, to make their life harder. And that toxic mindset turns every potential collaboration into a battlefield.
And the result of that mindset? It's like poison for the organization. The red bus leader will do anything to make their own team look good, even if it means sabotaging other teams. This creates silos, endless blame games, and just constant draining conflict. Because they never build real trust with their peers, every tiny disagreement can explode into a huge, unproductive war that sucks the energy out of everyone.
Now, let's look at the other side of that defensive coin, the green bus leader. They also see the team they lead as their first team, but it's not out of aggression. It's because that team is a safe place to hide. Their whole mentality is one of victimhood. They genuinely believe that they and their team are just at the mercy of decisions made up there. Change is never something they help create, it's always just something that happens to them. The damage here is just as bad, it's just quieter. The green bus leader runs away from any real debate with their peers. They hate conflict, which sounds nice, but it means that the tough, cross-functional problems never, ever get fixed. And because they're not in the game, they completely fail to advocate for what their team actually needs. They just go back to their people and say, "Sorry, we have to do this," fostering a culture where people just do the bare minimum to stay out of trouble.
Okay, so we've seen the chaos of the red bus and the passivity of the green bus. But thankfully, there is a third and way more effective path forward. And that is the high-performance approach of the blue bus leader.
The blue bus leader makes a deliberate and, kind of counterintuitive choice. They decide their first team is their peer group. Now, this does not mean they don't care about the team they lead. It's actually the complete opposite. They understand that the single best way to serve their own team is to be a fantastic collaborative member of their leadership team.
See, by fully committing to their first team, their peers, the blue bus leader can do all these amazing things. They can properly represent their team's needs in those bigger conversations. They can collaborate with other leaders to get everyone pulling in the same direction. They can have the tough, respectful debates needed to solve the real problems. And by doing all that, they build genuine influence to actually get things done for their team. They become a bridge for their team, not a fortress around them.
And hey, this isn't just some feel-good idea. There's actual research to back it up. It's called the Pell's effect. Basically, studies have shown that a team's performance skyrockets when they see their leader as being influential in the wider organization. When they know their boss can go to bat for them and make things happen, it boosts their own engagement and effectiveness like you wouldn't believe. And that is exactly what a blue bus leader does.
But the benefit of Blue Bus leadership goes even deeper than just better performance. It creates a fundamentally better human experience at work. It's about delivering the second paycheck.
Now, this second paycheck isn't about money. Not at all. It's all the powerful, meaningful, non-financial rewards that make work feel truly worthwhile. It's the intrinsic value that a great leader provides just by leading well. And a Blue Bus leader, by ensuring their team has clarity and is aligned with the bigger picture, is in the perfect position to deliver this.
This second paycheck really comes down to a leader providing clear, consistent answers to 3 basic questions that every employee is always asking, even if they don't say it out loud. First, what's my role here? Next, how am I going? Am I doing a good job? And finally, am I valued?
And just look at the deep human needs these simple questions tap into. Answering, what's my role, connects our daily work to a sense of purpose. Answering, how am I going, gives us that incredible feeling of achievement. And answering, am I valued, creates that vital human connection of belonging. A Blue Bus leader delivers this by design, all because they made the right choice about their first team.
Which brings us all the way back to where we started. After seeing what the red, green, and blue approaches look like, the question is now for you. Whether you're a leader today or you want to be one tomorrow, which team do you naturally put first? And what kind of culture is that choice creating? Is it a red culture of conflict, a green culture of compliance, or a blue culture of commitment? At the end of the day, the choice and all its consequences are yours to make.